Over the next 10 years, the average associate is going to throw away over £1 million in earnings. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to take crowns as the example. So this is potentially you or the average associate. You charge about $695 per crown. After your split, you're at $347.50, $247.50 after your lab bill. So monthly you're earning $2,475 just from crowns. Let's say if you do 10 on average crowns per month. And so annually you're looking at $29,700 just from crowns. Now let's see what would happen if you're an associate who has pricing power. So I know a lot of associates who charge $1,200 per crown. As you can tell, after the split, $600, after lab fee, $500. So we're already looking at $5,000 a month, and then we're at $60,000 annually. Okay, so that's pretty damn good, isn't it? So you're earning double just from changing the price of your crowns. Okay, pricing power is huge. Now let's take it a step further. We're going to ownership. Someone who actually owns their own practice. Now I'm going to stay away from the nuances of practices, limited companies, what it takes, all the mumbo jumbo that comes with practice ownership. And I'm going to show you what happens when you do actually earn the whole thing. So let's say the practice principal is charging $1,200 also. They do not have to split with anyone, so they just charge the lab fee. They're at $1,100. So each month they are at £11,000, and that leaves them with a lovely $132,000 per year just for crowns. Double what the associate with pricing power gets to keep, because on top of pricing power they have ownership. Now that's not the crazy thing. Now if you compare the average associate to the practice principal, you got about 102,300. You got over 100,000 difference between, in 1 year, just for crowns, between the associate and the owner. It gets worse, because I'm sure you know a lot of associates who stay at the same place for 10 years. So if they were both to stay at the same place for 10 years and charge about the same thing, then the difference between them becomes even more substantial, because then after 10 years, you're looking at, I don't know if you can see this, but over $1 million, okay? So over $1 million between them. That is insane. Now, why do I show you this? Why do I show you this example? Why does it matter? Because if you're an associate who actually has pricing power, where you can charge these prices for things like crowns, you can see that your productivity is so much more. You get so much more for what you are doing. These are the same hands, this is the same dentistry, this is the same crowns, the same crown preps. Arguably, you're using the same labs, but the difference is what you charge, and the difference is what you can charge. Only those giving a great patient experience can be able to charge this amount. What you do in here dictates what you can charge out here. It's really that simple. Why this matters the most, and it sounds counterintuitive, but I know a lot of practice owners who are getting out-earned by associates, because practice ownership itself is fundamentally hard. But if you can control how much you charge, you have so much control over your destiny. More money equals more time equals more freedom equals you get to choose what you want to do. You also, counterintuitively again, get to spend more time with your patients rather than less. You get to give them that complete experience. But the best dentists that I know all actually give their patients more time. They get to be particular about what they want to work on. They get to choose the type of dentistry that they do. They have more control over their day. And then fundamentally, they have a better life. And that all comes from having control over the pricing. And that all comes from having control over what's happening in your surgery. And that's the most important thing. That's why I made the course. The course was made for people to give their patients the best experience so they can earn more, have more time, do what they want with their time, give their patients the best experience, and everyone come to work happy. If you want complete control over your pricing power and your financial life within this career, then consider signing up to the Patient Journey course, where we teach our tried and tested system that has taken hundreds of dentists in this country from being the average associate to being an associate who gets to charge whatever they want to charge. See you there.